What is cyberbullying? According to my research, cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over digital devices like cell phones, computers, and tablets. Cyberbullying can occur through SMS, text, and apps, or online in social media, forums, or gaming, where people can view, participate in, or share content. Cyberbullying includes sending, posting, or sharing negative, harmful, false, or mean content about someone else. It can include sharing personal or private information about someone else, causing embarrassment and humiliation. Some cyberbullying crosses the line into unlawful or criminal behavior. Cyberbullying is a serious case. This is not a joke. Cyberbullying is all around the globe. There is no exception in choosing the victim. It's either a boy or a girl, kid or an adult. There is no exception. First, let's talk about cyberbullying in social media. It was a common form of cyberbullying. It can happen through posting a statement about a person, like you're an ugly duckling. Sometimes they use mean words like bitch, asshole, or nigga, and so many more. Sometimes they didn't post it. They sent it, sending mean words to that person who was being bullied. They sent some mean words for no reason, for fun, and or enjoyment. And sometimes they are being treated by saying, I'm gonna go to your house and kill you because you're a Tom. Just like that. But that was a threat. They didn't do it. But we cannot control the brains of that person. Person who threatened another person. Maybe he or she wanted that treat to that person because he or she mad or jealous for no reason, some reason. In some cases of cyberbullying in social media, this is a serious case. The dispersion of nudes of someone in social media through posting or sending to their friends, families, or relatives. It all starts like this. The boy, it's a boy because common case of dispersion of nudes is made by a boy. Back to the discussion, it's all start to a boy who wants some quality time for himself and asks his girlfriend to send some nudes from her. And the girl refused to that certain kind of request, but the boy kept asking and asking the girl to send him a nudes. And after a few minutes, the girl gives her nude picture of herself, and the boy do his quality time. And after that, instead of deleting the pictures of her girlfriend, nude pictures of her girlfriend, he actually sent it or post it in social media. And after that, the girl was so embarrassed. Or after knowing that case, the girl was embarrassed. She gets shamed by her parents, friends, and relatives, causing her to get depressed and immure herself to room and not communicate to others anymore because of shame. And she didn't want to know the comments of people around her and causing to kill herself or suicide. In other cases, they use nudes of a girl for threatening to say, I'm gonna disperse these nudes if you don't want to see me, just like that, causing her in trouble and depression, and lastly, committing suicide. In gaming community, cyberbullying is common. It can cause trouble too, like on social media. It happens in all online gaming platforms like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, League of Legends, Defense of the Asians, Rules of Survival, Overwatch, Cyber Hunter, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Mobile Legends, Arena of Valor, and other online games. It happens when one player or more plays very badly in the game, like really bad. And her teammates was not happy about that play of that player, and then, his or her teammates began saying inappropriate words, or in gaming community, it is called trash talking. The teammates of the player who plays bad trash talk the player like he or she was the worst player in the world or the worst player they have been encountered. It's just like this. They say noobs, place like trash, toxic, cancer, and so many more mean words. In the Philippines, there are many trash talk words we encountered in the game. Me, as a player, too, I've been seen or encountered some people who trash very bad. They say things like bobo, inutil, tatanga-tanga, just like that. Sorry. And sometimes, they use very harsh words in Tagalog. They say very harsh words. In Tagalog, nagmumura sila. And it's very offensive to us. We just want to play peacefully and we want good teammates who do not trash talking to the bad place of teammates. We want a supportive teammates who supports and teaches the player who plays bad. In some cases of cyberbullying in gaming community, there was a player in his or her solo lane who was an opponent and they battle until one has been defeated. And then, the winner of the battle begins to trash talk the player who has been defeated. And then, the player who has been lost, the battle began to say, let's go 1v1. 1v1 is a method to the players. 1v1 is a method to the players to know who was the better player or who was the better user of the champion. These events happens only in MOBA games or multiplayer online battle arena games like League of Legends, Defense of the Ancients, Mobile Legends, Arena of Valor, Omnioji Arena, Heroes Arena, and other 5v5 games. Back to the social media. Cyberbullying. Back to the social media cyberbullying. This case is a person who sees her classmate or schoolmates doing nothing or just like hanging out with a friend. But this person make a story about his or her classmates and post it on social media. And sometimes this person who makes stories creates a second account or dummy account with different name or not. Sometimes they use pictures too to become more viral. And then the story goes viral and the whole campus knows the story. Even the teachers or personnel in that school knows it too. But that person in that fake story didn't know about the story. And then tomorrow morning or the other day after the story became viral in his or her school, and then he or she go to his or her school, and then all the students and teachers looking at him or her, and he or she didn't know what they are looking for him or her like that. And then his or her advisor talk to him or her and talk about the story, and he or she says that that's true. And then after that, he or she didn't want to go to school, didn't want to go to his or her school because of shame. Then he or she sees the post about him or her. Then he or she read the comments, and then he or she sees some harsh comments about him or her that felt them really, really bad, to cause depression, of course, and then lastly, committing suicide. It is called gossiping or chismis, but in social media that can destroy the reputation of the person in the story. In my own experience, I also suffer in cyberbullying, just like other, but I didn't experience the cyberbullying in posts, making a story about me. I only have experienced cyberbullying only in chat, like in personal conversation or in some GC or group chat. They say like this, where in the Philippines, so it is in Tagalog. like pangit mo naman, ang bobo mo naman gumawa, and many more. I cannot add them because it's too harsh. I cannot say, even type in other it. I've experienced is in verbal and sometimes physical bullying. In my gaming, it is common for me to be trash talk, but it's okay for me. I don't know to others if it's okay to be trash talk. According to Find Law R, until the mid-2000s, there were no specific cyberbullying laws, but legislators have not been blind to the increasing number of high-publicity incidents, including tragic results in certain cases, just like suicide of the person who have been cyberbullied. Laws have sprung in some states, but many of these laws often leave enforcement in the hands of school officials. As such, cyberbullying may often be treated as a civil rather than a criminal matter. In my research, according to Find Law R2, the penalties in cyberbullying are depending on the state, and applicable cyberbullying law sanctions could range anywhere from civil penalties such as school intervention via suspensions and for expulsions to jail times for felonies and some misdemeanors. In fact, the main points of difference among state cyberbullying laws has to do with administrative versus criminal sanctions for violations. For instance, Florida law doesn't include criminal charges, but directs schools to enact administrative penalties such as suspension and expulsion for acts of cyberbullying. But Missouri courts, on the other hand, may charge offenders for violent tweets made through social media or other electronic devices or means. And this is my message for you or for all. Please stop cyberbullying. Stop destroying reputation of others through your gadgets or any devices. Stop making stories or fake stories and post it in social media. It can cause reputation of others and cause depression and committing suicide. Cyberbullying is not a joke. You can kill someone by that fake story you made or word you type and send it to his or her. So please stop. Thank you very much.